Annie Mayer test positive without symptoms?
So,
Well, how is he getting tested positive without symptoms if nobody else is?
so I'm having a day like everybody else. And this particular day started on Saturday. Today is Tuesday. So on Saturday, I had a text message from one of my tenants because actually this started like 2 weeks ago. This day started like 2 weeks ago. So one of my tenants up in my triplex in Morristown sent me a text that her toilet was stopped up and she had the septic backing up into her bathtub. And I said, oh, that's disgusting. So Steve, my handy guy, went up there to see if he could fix it. And he was in and out of her place like 2 or 3 different times over the course of a day or two. Because he'd go and fix it and then something else would happen, or he'd have to run and get something and then he'd have to go back, and it was a poop show. Okay, for a couple days. But the last time he left, he said, I'll be back in the morning, because it was really late at night and whatever he needed, the store was already closed. So he said, I'd be back in the morning. Well, when he went back, my tenant wouldn't let him back into the property. And, he said, she said, yada, yada, yada. But it comes down to he couldn't get back in to finish the poop show that he'd started the day before. So, okay, maybe everything just miraculously started flowing like it was supposed to. Well, fast forward to Saturday, and this chick, my tenant, sends me this huge long text message. And I don't really read long text messages. Like, if you send me a message or a Facebook message or a Gmail or a smoke signal or a whatever, and it's like this big, I ain't reading it. Okay? Lots of words. I summarize it. I read the last couple sentences. And that's what I did on this text message because, I'm allergic to a lot of words, y'all. So she was basically saying that the poop situation, the poop party, was still active. And she didn't appreciate having to live in these conditions. And I was like, well, yeah, no kidding, Sherlock. I tried to fix it. Steve tried to fix it. We tried to get you taken care of. But no, you don't want to cooperate until it's back up in your tub. So on Saturday, I said, okay, you know what? Fine, forget it. I'll get you a room at the Holiday Inn. And you can stay there until Monday till I can get a septic company out to fix it, okay? Because she stays in my triplex and there's only one bathroom. And if that bathroom is overflowing, then she can't use that bathroom, right? And she's got to have a place to go to the bathroom. I mean, we're all human. So I said, just stay at the Holiday Inn. It's across the street. You'll be fine over there. I got her Saturday night and Sunday night thinking that I could get a septic company out on Monday to fix the poop party. Well, on Monday, I found out that the septic companies, everybody I called, was full. Shocker. A business that's in, demand. So it was going to be Tuesday. Okay. I missed a step here, though. Okay, so Saturday, I put her in the Holiday Inn, right? And it's supposed to be my tenant and her husband. That's who I have on the lease. Well, Saturday, when I said go to the Holiday Inn, she texted me back and she says, I don't want to go to the Holiday Inn. I've got dogs and I've got people and I've got stuff and I don't want to go to the Holiday Inn. All right, well, you can't stay in a place that has a poop party going on. That's just not healthy. I got you a room at the Holiday Inn. Just go stay at the Holiday Inn. So what happened was Sunday, I was at lunch before the world got shut down. I was at lunch with the family after church, and I get a text message from the Holiday Inn that says, I need you to call me. So I did. Guess who had company over to their room at the Holiday Inn, and guess whose company decided to start banging on doors at 4 a.m.?
I know.
Yeah. Her company that she had at the Holiday Inn that I gave her because she couldn't stay at her house started banging on doors at 4 o'clock in the morning, disturbing the other Holiday Inn guests. So I got the call during lunch after church on Sunday that my tenant and her guests were not welcome at the Holiday Inn. I said, oh no. Well, I can't send them home because it's Sunday and they've got this poop party going on in the triplex, so they can't stay there. I said, what are the other options? They said, well, we could let them stay, but if they disturb either the guest again, we're going to have to call the cops. I said, call the cops. If somebody's in your place being a nuisance and annoying everybody else in your situation, run your business and call the cops. I said, I'm embarrassed that my tenant is at the Holiday Inn and disrupting your business and your people and your flow. I put them in at the Holiday Inn trying to be nice. I guess I could have put them in a Days Inn or what's that other place? The La Quinta, or, somewhere else. I could have put them at the $49 a night kind of establishment, but no, I put them at the $94 night establishment so that they could have a nice breakfast. And to say thank you, they go off disturbing everybody else at 4 o'clock in the morning. So the Holiday Inn said that they would let them stay on Sunday, but if they were a disturbance, they were going to call the cops on them. I said, call the cops on them. I said, listen, Holiday Inn, I'm talking to the manager at this point, I'm on your side. And I am, honest to goodness. I am on the business owner's side. I am on the landlord's side. I'm on y'all's side. If I send somebody to your place, I expect them to be adults and act like a good, responsible human. Now I'm kind of worried about this chick going back to my triplex and taking her company with her and then disturbing my other people in the triplex. Y'all, when you have tenants and you screen them, you are looking at how they have been, but you don't know if they're going to find new friends or a new man, or if their kids are going to bring home new people, or if they're just going to go through a rough spot, or you don't know what you're taking on. But, whoo, baby, I got a good dose of this tenant this weekend. So let's go on to Monday. And on Monday, that's when I found out that I wasn't going to be able to get the septic pumped until Tuesday. So I called Monday morning when I found out there weren't any septic companies that could make it up there on Monday. I called the Holiday Inn and said, okay, y'all, how'd it go Sunday night? How did it go? And they said, it was okay. And I said, well, I don't have a septic company that can come pump the tank until Tuesday. Can my tenant stay Monday night? And the lady that answered the phone was working the front desk. She said, I'm going to have to go ask the manager. I'll call you back. So she goes and asks the manager, who's in a meeting. And then she calls me back and she says, okay, we didn't have any problems Sunday night, so they can go ahead and stay Monday night. So today is Tuesday. It's 2:45 in the afternoon, 2:40 in the afternoon, and the septic company has not made it to my triplex yet to pump out the septic system and to get the poop party under control and get it flowing the way it's supposed to. But I have gotten a text message from the Holiday Inn that my tenant and her guest were smoking in their room, which is a non-smoking room at the Holiday Inn, and there's a $250 fine assessed, and Holiday Inn could only get $90 on the card that she left for incidentals. So now I'm going to be paying $160 extra because my tenant was smoking, or her guest was smoking in her room at the Holiday Inn. So guess where else they are smoking? And guess who is gonna get a new tenant pretty soon? Because I don't allow smoking in my building, I don't allow smoking in my house, my car. I would just as soon have a smoke-free world. And now this tenant went from a 2-night stay at the Holiday Inn to a 3-night plus a smoking fee. And I'm getting their septic pumped out, which is fine. I can handle that. There's probably a lot of lessons to be learned from this. I just don't know what they are right now. I told the Holiday Inn, though, I'm embarrassed. And I am. And I thought I was doing the right thing. And Janine, that's a great question. Why is this guest even at the Holiday Inn? I don't know. I don't know if this guest has been staying at my place. I don't know if my other tenants have been putting up with this kind of behavior. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. This whole world is having a day. And as a landlord, I am having a day also, but it's been a two week long day. Now, some of you are going to go, oh my gosh, I would never put up with that. I'm never going to be a landlord because I don't want to do any of that. All right, let's also remember that I've had these units for 5 years this month, actually. 5 years that I've had this triplex. And I've had some things happen up there, but this is definitely by far the worst situation I've had up at that triplex. So when I say keep going, sometimes I tell y'all that and I really just need to hear it myself. But you have to keep going because in landlording, in real estate, in life, sometimes the poop parties just continue to produce and you can't hardly see that rainbow or that pot of gold at the end of it. But you got to keep going because for 5 years, this puppy has been rocking and rolling for me, and a bad poop party for 48 hours ain't going to stop this show. All right? But always, always, always do the best you can with what you have and what you know at the time. And always know that, you know, you want to treat people the way that you would want to be treated until they don't appreciate it. Until they don't act like an adult and do what they say they're going to do or do what they should do. That's all I know right now. I have some other things crashing down around me, but only one thing at a time. Toya's absolutely right. It's going to happen from time to time. It's all going to hit the fan from time to time. And if it's hitting the fan for everybody else, might as well hit the fan for me right now too. Also remember though, like there are other landlords out there with way more serious problems than I have right now. So all in all, these are my problems. No, I'm absolutely not going to refund their damage deposit. Definitely not. Yeah. Every landlord that I know, Janine, Michelle, everybody could pop on here and tell you a horror story that they have going on right now. This is just my poop party for today. And I bet it continues through the rest of the afternoon because I haven't even got my septic pumped yet. But my tenants are not allowed back at the Holiday Inn, and neither is their guest. So, y'all have a great day. If anybody wants to get started and have some landlording problems, go to getyourfirstdeal.com and let's get started. Good thing I've got a lot of wins that stack up against a few poop parties. And y'all like hearing about my poop parties anyway. I know you do. Bye, y'all.